Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects when it comes to Walt Disney World versus Disneyland, and that is going to be food. Wonderful, wonderful food. So, who doesn't love Disney snacks or Disney food? I think we can all agree that whether you're at Walt Disney World or Disneyland, food is great. So,
I think
um,
that's the main reason why I go,
yeah,
honestly.
I agree.
absolutely. So why
You
don't
cannot put Disneyland food and Disney World food in the same bucket.
right
Okay.
here
They're
we
not
go.
good.
It's about to get heated. It's about to get heated. So tell me why, Nikki.
I just want to say sorry for my children in the background that really want to go to Disneyland or something. I don't know. Disney World to me feels a little more mass produced, which I mean, obviously they're serving like a million more people. So I understand why, whereas Disneyland feels like more like their treats are cuter, it all tastes better. I don't know, I just think it's better.
Jenna,
I will say one thing though. Sit down dining is way better at Disney World. Quick service is way better at Disneyland. So you can't really compare the two because they are, I don't know, but snacks, Disneyland all the way.
Ooh, all right. Well then, Jenna, are you going to take that sitting down?
Well, no, I definitely agree that I love Disneyland snacks, but the sit-down dining at Walt Disney World is so much better. There's so much variety. There's something for everyone. They have, James Beard award-winning chefs that have restaurants all over. So to me, Walt Disney World dining is better. I will go to Disneyland for the snacks, but I'm not going to have a sit-down meal there.
Wow. Jeff, what do you think?
I'm in the same boat. Like Disneyland snacks are just next level, but Disney World dining, so like sit down dining, is also next level. So it's kind of like sixes for me, but I am more of a quick service, go eat it while you're in line kind of person. So
Can't compare like Pizza Fari with Pizza Planet. Like there's just a very big quality difference there.
Yes, I agree 100%. And like those kebabs or skewers that you can get, oh, they're so good.
They are
At
so
the at
mobile order and be on your way. Bengal
Okay.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Jesse, how do you feel about it?
So I'm going to agree with you also. So I'm actually going to take that same stance.
Quite a battle.
Not that I don't love sit-down dining at Disneyland either, because I do like both, and especially I love the Blue Bayou. I love eating at Blue Bayou because, again, it's where my favorite attraction is, and we'll talk about that later. But I do think that the quality of quick service, the quality of snack is superior at Disneyland when it comes down to it. I mean, you can't even find a hand-dipped corn dog at Walt Disney World anymore.
Yes, you can. Not at Sleepy Hollow.
So they've gone back and forth. So as of last time I checked, it's not a hand-dipped corn dog.
Hold on, I will look while you guys
right,
are talking.
But
because that's my favorite corn dog on Disney World property.
Either way, even if you can, the quality is nowhere near the same, and it's just like a churro, right? Like we can get a churro at Walt Disney World, and I can get a churro at Disneyland. A churro at Walt Disney World does not live to the quality.
Disney World are like they like took the remnants from Disneyland and like shipped them like slow, like just like on a boat or something, like around the coast, and then it like got there
through the Panama Canal.
That's what I'm saying. They went through the Panama Canal.
So let me ask this rapid fire, and I'm gonna throw this out there. Who does it better, Dole Whip?
Neither.
No, Tropical Hideaway, way more flavors.
Yes, way more flavors. Okay, here's another one for you. Ice cream.
Frozen.
They both have Ghirardelli's. One's in Disney Springs. One's in California Adventure.
So they have the
Ghirardelli's actually in the park at Disneyland.
Right, but what about? Don't you have an ice cream shop on Main Street USA in Disneyland? Right? What's the name of it? I can't think.
Is there not one in Disney World?
There's one in Disney World.
There's a plaza. There's the plaza. That's what I'm asking.
They're the exact same. They're both the
whatever. Dryers.
Edie's ice cream.
Dryers.
They're Edie's. No, they're Edie's.
Okay. So then let's say
there is no corn dog on this menu.
Exactly.
At Sleepy Hollow?
I told you. So they go back and forth. A couple years, like they've gone back and forth. They have had the hand dipped corn dogs there, and then they take them away, and like
They
brings
were
me
there 2
into
weeks ago.
depression.
It's because they're not getting any through the Panama Canal.
Stop.
And
This
you
is
can
an
get
issue.
you
We
can
need
get
a hand dipped corn dog in Walt Disney World, people. This is a true issue. And Disney, if you're watching right now, we need this remedy.
Look, you
you can even
both
get-
order a hand dipped corn dog from Sleepy Hollow right
Well, it's
now.
It's not on their
Yes,
menu.
ma'am.
No.
Well, it's on mine.
So you have to mobile order.
Look. I'm, so
Sorry.
that's a mission. Okay.
It helps if you
I
don't
will
have
get to the
breakfast,
bottom of
you're
this. All right. So overall, I think we can agree. The food quality overall for like quick service for snack, Disneyland just takes the cake.
Yeah.
And then if you want to lump character dining into a whole separate category in of itself, you do have more character dining opportunities at Walt Disney World versus Disneyland.
For sure. They do have the
character
princess
dining-
breakfast, though.
Sorry.
No. I was going to say they have the Princess Adventures breakfast, which is like
They
a whole
do,
different
but it's like
experience in
very
Disneyland.
expensive. I will say character dining Disney World probably wins just because of the variety. So
Yes.
variety and opportunity will
food.
take it in this one. Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
I love the kitchen. It'll probably be my favorite, but like park to park, I think Disney
Yeah.
World wins that one.
Yeah. And overall, like, of course, I do love the accessibility of Disneyland's character dining versus Walt Disney World. I feel like it's not as hard to get character dining at Disneyland, even though there's fewer options. I feel like it's not as hard as it is at Walt Disney World because I still feel like you're competing.
You want to know my theory?
What is
Most families that go to Disney World have like 2 kids. Most families that go to Disneyland have like 4 to 5 kids. So you go from like a $200 meal to a $1,000 meal, and no one's paying to eat with Mickey for $1,000.
So
Yeah.
I think my theory is different. My theory is you go to Walt Disney World for an extended period of time, so you have more time to spend there, and then you only do a couple days at Disneyland.
That's
So-
true too, but here's my thought. Ready for this? There's more to do in a day at Disneyland. Like you got to get things done in
That's
a day.
very
It's more
You're 2
condensed
parks in
and
one.
You got to roll it all out. You can spend more time in more areas at Disney World. So that's why I think because
True.
character dining would take up
Yeah.
such a big chunk of
Yeah.
time
That's
that you're just going to lose a bunch of time if you're going to spend it there, So
It's honestly
Right.
probably the winner.
So I'll say this. I also think, though, and again, since we're throwing theories out here and we don't actually truly know, I'm going to say this. The
Disney's not
character interaction, the raw character interaction inside the parks is greater at Disneyland itself
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
versus Walt Disney World, which a lot of people will say, a character meal, I can knock out my character interaction and
True.
I don't have to worry about that in
Right.
the parks.
You
So-
have to
Absolutely.
book that character dining to see that character. Like talk about the Evil Queen, right? You're really only going to see her at Wilderness Lodge. Whereas Disneyland, I'm walking out of the bathroom and all of a sudden I hear, "You're in my way." And I'm like, "Who the freak are you?" Turn around, it's the freaking Evil Queen. So it is very true. Like you
So
don't have to
we've
pay.
we were at Disney World 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, and we ran into Cinderella right outside of Mickey's the theater, right in front of Magic Kingdom. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know this happened here because it doesn't normally happen there, right?
Right.
Like that's a Disneyland thing. So for sure, I
Disneyland,
think
you just,
that
like,
you
are in the crowd with princesses.
right. So you definitely get more character interaction there. So that might be the reason why.
So would you say, and let's close this out. Let's really quick. I want to know, Jenna, right now, I think I know the answer here. You're going to say Disneyland wins on food,
Disneyland? No, Disney World wins on food.
right? So Disney World. Jeff, what are you going to say?
I'll take Disneyland. That just fits my park day better.
Nikki?
Disneyland. I can snack all day. I don't need to sit down.
Jesse?
I'm going to give it to Disneyland.
Oh!
I think Disneyland is going to win this one.
Jenna.
Yeah.
Boo!
So, I have to say, I mean, I think the quality of food is better there overall.
I mean,
and-
there's There's too many facets to talk about it. Y'all are making me choose, like picking a favorite kid.
Well, I tell you what, we can keep going on, and we will. So with that, I want to thank you for joining us today and listening to us discuss and even argue our points. Join us next time where we will be talking about attractions at Walt Disney World and Disneyland to see who we think does it better. And if you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe. And